You're not tired. You're unconscious. There's a difference. Tired men rest and come back. Unconscious men just keep sleeping and calling it living. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you did something hard? Not because someone was watching, not because someone clapped for you, but because you looked yourself in the mirror and chose the harder road. Because here's what I see. A generation of men who have been handed everything and built nothing. Men born with a fire inside them, who let the world slowly put it out. Distraction by distraction, scroll by scroll, comfort by comfort, until one day you wake up and don't recognize the man in the mirror. And the worst part, you're not even surprised. You already knew. You just kept choosing not to look. They lied to you. They told you life was supposed to feel good. That if something hurts, you should stop. That comfort is the goal. They lied. Every man who ever built something real, every man who ever left a mark on this world, he didn't get there by being comfortable. He got there by walking directly into the fire and staying. The pain was not the obstacle. The pain was the door. And most men never walk through it. They feel the heat. They take one step back. And they spend the rest of their lives watching other men go in, wondering why their life feels so small. The life you want is on the other side of the thing you keep avoiding. It always has been. The question is never whether the door is there. The question is whether you have the courage to walk through it. Let's talk about discipline, because most men misunderstand it completely. They think discipline is a feeling. They wait to feel motivated. They wait to feel ready. And they wait, and they wait, and they are still waiting. Discipline is not a feeling. Discipline is a decision made before the feeling ever arrives. It is the alarm going off at 5 a.m. and you getting up. Not because you want to, but because you decided. The moment you decided what kind of man you were going to be. Because here is the truth about discipline that nobody tells you. The first day is hard. The second day is harder. The third day you want to quit. The fourth day, something shifts. Not because it gets easier, but because you start to become someone who does hard things. Every single time you choose discipline over comfort, you are casting a vote for the man you are becoming. Every workout you don't skip. Every morning you rise before the world wakes. Every temptation you walk past, you are voting. And eventually, the votes add up. And the man in the mirror is unrecognizable. Not because of how he looks, but because of how he carries himself. There is a stillness in him, a certainty, a quiet that most men never find, because most men never paid the price for it. That stillness costs comfort. It costs ease. It costs years, but it pays back in decades. Now the thing that discipline builds, the thing that actually changes everything. Consistency. Not intensity. Consistency. The world will sell you intensity. Intensity trends. Intensity gets shared. People go hard for a week, film every minute of it, and then disappear. Because intensity without consistency is just performance. And performance fades. But the man who shows up every single morning, the man who doesn't need a crowd, doesn't need perfect conditions, the man who shows up when he's sick, when he's heartbroken, when he failed yesterday, when nobody believes in him, that man is absolutely unstoppable, because consistency creates evidence. Every day you show up, you give yourself proof. Proof that you are the kind of man who keeps his word to himself. And once you have 30 days, 60 days, a year of proof, nobody can take that from you. You are no longer a man who talks about who he wants to be. You are a man who has already begun to become it, day by day, rep by rep, until the work is no longer something you do. It is something you are. But in the middle of all of this, there will be suffering. I promise you that. Not might be, will be. Days when the alarm goes off and your body refuses. Months when you question everything. Moments when the world is testing how badly you actually want this. And in those moments, most men break. Most men find a reason that sounds reasonable, sounds wise, but is actually just retreat dressed up in a nice suit. I'm telling you right now, don't retreat. Suffer. Let it hurt. Let it be hard. Let it feel impossible. Because suffering, when you refuse to run from it, does something to you that nothing else on earth can do. It burns away everything that isn't real. All the ego, all the excuses. And what's left after the burning is the real you. The man underneath all the noise. And that man is worth every single second of the fire. The struggle is not against you. The struggle is for you. Every time you endure what you thought you couldn't, you expand. You become larger than the thing that tried to break you. This is how men are made. Not in comfort, in fire. Now I want to talk about something deeper. Something most men are afraid to say out loud. Faith. Not religion, not ritual, not performance. Faith. The thing that lives in the chest of a man who keeps going when every logical reason to keep going is gone. The thing that pulls you out of bed on day 47 when you still can't see results. The thing that whispers keep going when every voice around you says stop. Faith is not built in the easy moments. Faith is not built in the victories. Faith is built in the dark. In the season where nothing seems to be working. Where the effort is real and the reward is invisible. In that season, every man finds out what he actually believes about himself. About whether any of this is worth it. And the men who come through that season, not unbroken, but undefeated. Those men have something the world cannot manufacture. A deep, unshakable knowing that they were made for this. That the difficulty was not a mistake. And from that place, no obstacle is too large. No failure is the last word. Because a man with faith in something greater than his feelings cannot be permanently stopped. He can bleed. He can fall so far he can't see the top anymore. And still, he rises. Because that is what faith does. It rises every single time. Here is the final truth. Nobody is coming to save you. No program, no person, no perfect moment. The moment is now. This moment. The one that feels too small to be the beginning of something. This is the moment. Because all great things begin in ordinary moments. Chosen by ordinary men who decided to be extraordinary one decision at a time. One morning at a time. One refusal to quit at a time. You are not behind. You are not too broken. You are exactly where every great man started. At the edge of who you used to be. Standing at the door of who you could become. The fire is on the other side. And yes, it will burn, but you were built for fire. We are not made in comfort. We are forged. And the forge is calling you. Right now. Asking you one question. Just one. Are you ready to become what you were always meant to be? Discipline is the language of self-respect. It says, I believe in the man I am becoming enough to to suffer for him today. Consistency is the language of faith. It says, I will show up even when I cannot see what I am building. And suffering is not the punishment. Suffering is the tuition. What it buys you cannot be faked, cannot be bought, cannot be given. It can only be earned. In the dark, in the quiet, in the fire, one day at a time, one choice at a time, one refusal to quit at a time. That is the making of a man. Now go. Be forged.